Hello and welcome to this edition of Denthead Gaming. As always, I am your host Dent, and in this episode I have the right guns with the right movement at the right time. Enjoy the carnage.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the BFQ of the week. BFQ of the week this week goes to TYB, No Limit Dailu. He is the Bloodhound there with the gold armor. So after I go ahead and make these guys want to file a hurt feelings report with Respawn, I go for the thirst, and this is the beginning of the end here for reaching Dailu's limit. He didn't have such a good time here playing Live Die Live with me. But anyway, so after we just killed the champion there, Wraith and I decided to push in on their final. And Dailu actually pings an enemy. He's one-on-oneing somebody right now. And he finds his limit with that person because they beat him. So I take him out, and then we get shot at by another squad. I go ahead and just tuck behind this bush. Somehow it provided good enough cover for me. So he is waiting patiently for now, but I need to heal. Here in a minute he's going to ping. Like, let's go this way. And I'm like, dude. Yeah, right there he pinged, and I'm like, dude, they're right there, man. Come on. So I actually go behind the boxes here, just so I can do an armor swap and get back out there, and run back in. And right here, this is just a bad port. She had people following her. I felt bad. Why he decided to take the port, I do not know. Like, he ports with me, and I'm like, dude, you're knocked. What are you gonna do? You're just gonna be, you're just gonna try to pathetic them to death? I don't know what you're trying to do. Anyway, so right here, I don't know how he crawls up that rock like that. I'm like, what the heck? It's glitching. But I go for the res anyway. So I bet you they're thinking that we're guarding that port, which we are. I get a few bad shots here. I don't know why I jumped right there. It was so weird that I did that. I have no idea why, but it happened. But I pick him up again. So that's the second time I've res this guy. They port back again. This time I'm kind of ready for him. He goes back in, and then my teammate survives, and then he heals up. So I go ahead and set these up here. I know those are a little too far away, but it kind of was just get the point across, like, stop coming through the port. Anyway, homeboy heals up because he's got gold, so he can heal up much faster than me. And then after that, he decides to push directly at the squad that's knocked him twice already for reasons. Anyway, and then he pings them to let them know which direction he's coming from, which is highly intelligent. So anyway, I do something I don't normally do, and I run towards the ring closing faster, which is normally not a good rotation. Anyway, Dailu over there decides to get his stuff handed to him, and then he just decides to quit right there. Yep, it's over. So that is No Limit Dailu's actual limit. Anyway, back to the regularly scheduled carnage. That was your BFQ of the week.
Alright guys, yeah, just like I said in the intro, man, I had an awesome game here. Very first squad kill I got in this, I've been working on a highlight reel video, and I wanted to add that to it just because I thought it was cool how I kind of predicted the movements and where they were going to go and what they were going to do. But since we ended up winning this match, I decided just to turn this match into a quick video. So originally my teammate was AFK, as you saw there. He was just kind of hanging out, so I was like, great, this is going to be one of these short matches, very short-lived. So I was like, I'm just going to loot up. I found a hemlock, and I'm like, okay, not so bad. I found a flatline with more ammo. I was like, all right, I'll trade that up. Put the barrel stabilizer on my hemlock. Why not? And then when I get up here, I actually notice that there's people here. So I just go up the stairs, and then right here is when I started hearing footsteps, and I'm like, great, my guy's AFK. I don't know what I'm going to do right now. So I just kind of stood there for a little while and kind of listened. And I'm like, it sounds like they're running away from me. And then finally my teammate pings, and I'm like, okay, he's back in the game, so I'm just going to go ahead and ping. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. There's two squads over there fighting it out. We can go third party. So I kind of see where they're positioning themselves. It looks like one squad's positioning themselves on one bunker, and one squad's positioning themselves on another bunker. And then it's about right in here where at the bottom right of the screen I see somebody run in, so they're flanking. So I want to make sure I put some rounds in their general direction, maybe frighten them to stay over there. And that right there, I don't know if you guys saw that, but there was someone flanking from our direction. See right down there by that dome? Yep, I'm aiming at him now. I'm highlighting him for my teammate just so he knows that they're getting flanked. So right there, when I pick up that 3 buy for the Hemlock, I love the 3 buy for the Hemlock, so I'm happy about that. So right here's where I kind of predicted where their movements were. I'm like, okay, they're kind of camping that bunker, so I'm going to get up on the level as that bunker, and I'm going to just kind of like shoot at them as they go to loot. So right down there, bottom right of the screen again, I see the Rampart runaway, and then I see the Bloodhound ping in that direction. I think they're expecting us to push from that direction. I don't think they know that we're over here now. So right there, you see the Bloodhound run out, and I'm like, alright, cool, maybe he's going to go loot. So, and I see him up there, and he's running around. And then I'm like, oh, he must have heard my guy. So as soon as he starts shooting at my guy, I try to shoot back at him. Just to make sure my guy has time to heal. Right here, I called it out to him. I didn't realize that my mic was muted, so I turned my mic on right there, and I let him know that I broke Bloodhound. And then right there on the bottom right, see where that truck was? I saw that Bloodhound poke his head up, so I switched to single fire, and I just threw rounds at him, and I got the knock. So I went ahead and called that out. And I figured that the Bloodhound had told his teammate where my teammate was. So I was gonna run to protect him, but then it was a little too late. Right here, I kind of predicted that she would run through, so I just went ahead and flanked, and I caught her right as she popped a bat. And even though I had some bad aiming there, I still got the knock. So I just go ahead and get the res, and then we can go ahead and move on to the next fight. Alright, so right here, this is a shining example of what not to do when you're playing in a team-based combat game. And I can't believe that I did it, but I totally left my teammate behind. And I feel like a jerk for it. So I just wanted to leave this part in here, just to show you that yes, even though I know it's a team-based combat game, I do make the mistake of running too far from my teammate. Honestly, I thought she was right there because she was pinging this direction, so I figured she was coming. Right as I go around this corner, she gets lit up. Right there, you see that purple armor just vanish. So I'm like, oh gosh, I gotta go. Right here, I'm letting them know. I'm like, hey man, you know, don't quit. I'm coming. Maybe that's too much confidence in myself there. Yeah, don't quit. I got these two. But as fate would have it, you know, fate and luck would have it, I did actually end up taking out the other 2 guys here. I actually did a move that I always forget to do when I'm Octane. And that's use his stim while fighting with a rapid fire weapon, because you can sidestep left and right a lot faster. Now right here is just good position, like good timing. See that? Octane had no idea where I was. So I'm armorless right now. See right here's where I did the stim, and I'm like, okay, I have a faster left right. I see the Rampart pop up, and I take her out.
Bruh.
Right here I'm gonna go for the box. And I'm kind of debating on whether or not to drop the mobile respawn beacon or go to that beacon. And I'm like, dude, that's 156 away, and his loot's right here. I need to give him time. So I just do some medical healing here, and I do a shield swap, and then I drop the mobile respawn beacon, and I bring him back in. That way he has something to loot, and he can get all his stuff back. Alright, so we're going to move on to the third fight of the match, and then after that is the final fight. Alright, right here is one of the perfect examples of getting sandwiched, but as luck would have it right here, we didn't get pushed that hard. Like, the other squads actually fought themselves, which is a really big rarity for now, because as soon as squads notice that they're fighting the same squad, they don't fight each other until that squad that they're both fighting is dead. So right here I got footsteps right there at bearing 280. So I go ahead and let them know, hey, on comms, hey, there's a dude over here. So right here I'm gonna huck some feeler grenades. And I know that dude probably backed off right there because my teammate was you know, he was sighting in on his peacekeeper and letting him know he had that choke. So my teammate follows suit here, and I can't tell. Honestly, I can't really tell if this guy was really good or not. He didn't really have that good of an opportunity to like flex because it just seemed like he was always getting double teamed in this match. So I honestly think he is good because he had decent movement. And like when he was fighting, you know, he did a good job, but it just seemed like he was constantly getting double teamed in this one. So right here, see, we are in between like two, either we're in between 2 or 3 squad, or yeah, I think we're in between all 3 squads right now. So that caustic came from our left and snuck around the front somehow and ended up fighting that team. Right there, I noticed he's knocked, and I really do want to get the thirst in there, but this guy starts popping shots at me. So I can just go ahead and say, you know what, screw you. I got good cover and a sight, so I started popping rounds his way, and of course I missed because, you know, I'm garbage. But I hear them fighting, and then right here is about the time where I check the clock and I check our position. I'm like, oh my gosh, man, we are not in good position. So I kind of hatched the plan right here to kind of push up the hill, which in normal battle strategy is not the thing to do. Like, that's how you get, you know, dead. But these 2 squads are fighting over here, and there's a squad retreating on top of the hill. And I'm like, I think we should go. And so I let my teammate know which direction I'm going, and I tell him what I'm going to do. So right now on comms, I'm telling him, hey, man, you know, I'm going to take that zip line and fly over into the circle. Now, I got up on a place here that I didn't even know you could get up on. I just kind of took a chance on this one. So, guys, feel free to use this spot, especially if you're all alone, because, I mean, I flew in with a team watching me, and they still didn't know where I went. I think they thought I went off the edge. But you can actually land up here, which I had no idea you could do. You can see me just standing there like, really? You can land up here? Sweet. So right here, we had perfect perspective of this squad pushing in and being a solo, and then my teammate pinged where the other team was here, and I kind of take a glance over here to the left. And I'm like, okay, how many of them are there? It sounds like they've got multiple. So I'm like, okay, that's a team of 2, that's a team of 1. So chances are we should probably start harassing them a little bit. So maybe that solo will push in. So right here, I can actually see that the other squads are kind of positioning themselves to jump the solo guy. I don't really want them to do that. I want them to be damaged when we get down there. So I go ahead and put some damage on these guys. Yeah, I want to give that solo a fighting chance because I would rather 1v2 somebody than 2v2 because it just makes it that much easier. So I put some damage on the Mirage. Teammate pings where the Revenant is. So I try to put a few rounds on him, but you know, I fail miserably. So right here I go ahead and heal up. And I can hear them actually fighting in there. So I go ahead and burn my last shield cell, and then I'm like, we gotta get in there, throw my ulti, get in there before they have a chance to heal up. Right here, I thought I was going out in the circle. I'm like, oh gosh. But right here, they didn't have a chance to heal, so I dropped their Mirage, go for the reload, and then I kind of try my best to shoot over my my teammate's shield there, and I get the kill. Right there, I got 6 kills. I was kill leader. I didn't even break 1,000 damage though that match. I don't know how I didn't because it just felt like I was putting that effort in. I was gonna add some of these to my highlight video, but like I said earlier, it was such a good match. I was all like, "There's no point. I'm just gonna turn this into a video itself." Anyway, I had a lot of fun making this. I hope you guys really enjoy, and I hope to see you next time. If you enjoyed the carnage, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, and as always, I look forward to seeing you all out in the frontier.